If Jesus is Lord and has supreme authority over the universe and all of humanity, then you and I shouldn't approach him merely with interested curiosity, but with a readiness to obey and an eagerness to follow him. As Jesus tells his disciples, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." Luke chapter 9, verse 23. At a critical juncture during his time on earth, Jesus takes his closest followers aside and asks them, "Who do people say that I am?" Mark chapter 8, verse 27. After his disciples report a variety of responses to him, he poses an even more pointed, deeply personal question. "But who do you say that I am?" Mark chapter 8, verse 29. So, who do you say Jesus is? Before I became a Christian, I spent much of my time trying to solve the world's, i.e., everybody else's, problems, quick to diagnose what was wrong with those around me, while being slow to find fault with myself. But when I encountered Jesus, I came to realize that he called me to decide, who do I think he is? How should I respond to the one who died for me on the cross, to offer me forgiveness and salvation out of sheer love and grace? By his mercy, I realized that I desperately needed what he had to offer and chose to follow him. Of course, I was not the first to encounter Jesus, and many of you have had similar journeys of faith. So who did people over the past few centuries say Jesus is? And what can we learn from their quest for Jesus as we read the Gospels today? Lives of Jesus and Gospel Harmonies. The centuries following the age of the Enlightenment, 1500s and later, saw the production of numerous lives of Jesus. These were accounts of Jesus' earthly journey that typically owed more to the imagination of their authors than to the actual Jesus, the first-century Palestinian Jew depicted in the Gospels. Albert Schweitzer, 1875 to 1965, a biblical scholar and later medical doctor, humanitarian, and Nobel Peace Prize winner, chronicled this phenomenon in The Quest of the Historical Jesus, 1906. Schweitzer shows how writers sought to rediscover the Jesus of history by peeling off layers of human tradition. In that pursuit, Schweitzer discovered that each individual created Jesus in keeping with his own character and imagination. In thinking about writing this book, I had to ask myself the question, how am I going to do any better than those scholars? What makes me think I can escape the tendency to recreate Jesus in my own image? The answer, I concluded, lies in sticking closely to the available sources, the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's true that the Gospels don't cover Jesus' life exhaustively. John, for example, candidly acknowledges that he was highly selective. Chapter 20, verses 30 through 31, chapter 21, verse 25.